The Claudism for today is repair. And there's so many things I want to say about repair, so many things, but I'm just going to give you 4 today. Okay, so the first thing I want you to think about is pairings, like you eat red meat with red wine, or you eat salmon with white wine, or you have a delicious beer with chicken wings. These are pairings. Okay, so number 2, what happens when we experience trauma or pain or woundedness of some sort is that there is a memory of a traumatic event that is paired with maybe the sensation of feeling alone. Gabor Mate talks about that a lot, that it's not the actual injury that provides long-term chronic symptoms, mental health, psychological, emotional, spiritual symptoms. It's who we were with or who we were not with. Who did we not get care from? How alone did we feel at the time of the trauma? So the actual incident itself is paired with aloneness. It's paired with secrecy. It's paired with confusion. So those pairings make it even worse for our future existence, which is why years later we need healings in a multi-layer approach way, especially around trauma. So just get that idea of how something was paired, which moves us to number 3. Number 3 is the repairing. So when in therapy, for example, when you're working with a psychotherapist and you're describing your trauma, you're having all the memories come back, or in a situation with psychedelic psychotherapy, for example, or in the situation in a support group or a 12-step meeting, as you're describing these horrible events, these horrific events in your life, these painful events, it is actually getting repaired because now you're in a community. Or now you are mirrored by your therapist who's beaming at you, caring for you, loving you, providing space. So these repairings happen in a healing space with people who are giving you space to pull up these memories, these places inside, these decodings, these deconstruction of all the pain that existed before or the wounding before, and it is being repaired in a new circumstance, which is why they say that sometimes it's not just the psychotherapeutic approach or theory that causes the most impact in a psychotherapeutic relationship. It's actually the relationship itself between the psychotherapist and the client, right? That bonding is what repairs, which leads me to number 4. Oh, I love number 4. I love it. And number 4 is what I learned by being a group psychotherapist, but also in being in my own group psychotherapy, which is the idea that you can come back and repair. So let's say in a group psychotherapy setting, someone says something that doesn't hit you in the right way. You get to think about it. You get to integrate it. And you get to go back 2 sessions later maybe and say, you know what? That didn't hit me well. I'd like to repair that. You could do that with a psychotherapist. You could do that with your lover. Isn't it beautiful? And I most love you could do it with your child as a parent. You get to say, you know what? I was really snappy. Or I was acting out of my own post-traumatic stress that day, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. That all came out of anxiety and despair. You get to repair with your parent, with your child, with your lover, with your best friend, with your psychotherapy group. You repair the experience. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't repairing beautiful?